Welcome to Studio 606. I'm here today with Guardian Revival. We're going to talk about them a little bit more. But first and foremost, since I'm here, we have our basic setup going in the lovely live room. It's a really good drum room. You can hear my echo of the room. It's a little on the live side, but it works great for drums. And there's ways to tighten it down if you want. We put down a fair amount of rugs to tame it down. I do want to keep this project live. I'm going to start placing some mics. Oliver, my lovely, lovely assistant, has already started positioning things for me. And then, of course, I just want to make a few adjustments. Let's start with the overheads and stuff. I just literally picked a few mics just because. First things first. My lovely overhead mono. I just decided to do a Cole for this, just to change it up. I haven't worked with these guys yet, so this is our first time working together, and Mark's playing drums, so I don't know how much of a mover he is. So with that in mind, I'll just kind of start there-ish. That should be in the other room rehearsing, which is good. Then let's see, overheads. I do want to do a little bit of a stereo overhead vibe. I've chosen my favorite Lauten Audio 220s for the stereos. And my goal is to align this way to line up, and then a kind of an invisible line right here. That's the center of my kit where my mono overhead sits. So for that adjustment, I'll do this. I don't want the mics too high. I want to get as much as the containment of the kit that I can, but once again, without being in the drummer's way. So those two are lined up. Let me just check the height. We're a little, you know what? Just for safety, I'm gonna come up on this guy. The overhead, the floor tom side. A little bit, line them up. That looks pretty. Matt is, I believe, the singer on these songs that we're cutting, and he's playing drums. I'm not gonna really have him sing, but I'm gonna put a vocal mic there. Maybe he can sing a take or two down while we're kind of getting going. Toms. These are my favorite tom mics. These are the Lauten Audio 308s. They are, I know you see they're hammer style, but because of the design, they have an insane rejection, and they are a condenser. So because of that, I can put the mic anywhere I want and not really worry about cymbal bleed at all. And it's a condenser, so I get tons of attack, which I love. Since I'm over here, I'll do I don't really have much sway on where because of the padding. And I kind of don't want to change it because I know this drum. I've used it many, many times. It sounds so good. I don't want to take the head off. I don't want to mess with the dampening. The drum sounds so good, so I'll work around the limitations of the padding inside the drum. This is sitting, so I have tricks later on that I'll show you. I'm not being lazy. The only thing that I could do, just to get the phase alignment a little bit more in check. You can't see it. Kick in is a Lauten Audio 208. It's a rejection mic, but in this instance, two things are gonna happen here. The 208 on the end is gonna give me tons of attack, which is gonna be rad. The Clarion on the outside is gonna give me a lot of low end rumble. So working together, I should be able to get a pretty meaty kick drum sound with these two microphones. Now, once again, I know this kit really well. I've used it numerous times, I've said. And this drum has a lot of extended low end. It's really amazing. This may work, and it'll stay out of the way, which is rad. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Beautiful. Checking my switches. Make sure everybody's just flat. There we go. And this guy. Perfect. I think. Kind of hard to get in there, but it'll be okay. And then my mono overhead. So this is my mono room. I'm gonna try and get some low, I want low air, I want low end. Being low air, I want some air getting pushed. So I'm gonna go, what am I? 6 feet, 5 feet? 5 feet maybe. There. And then I got my two 320s, which my two stereo room mics, which I'm kind of digging where Oliver put them. He kind of knows what I like. These are the tube versions. Once again, I go low to the ground because I want the low end and not the cymbal bleed. Hi-hat, Loudon Audio 120, can't go wrong. On the hi-hat, quite frankly, I've never found a hi-hat mic that's been like, oh my gosh, that's the mic. It's just a hi-hat. Oh, right. So this, Eric, if you want to get in here, this is the, I'm allowed to talk about this. This is the brand new Loudon Audio. It is just called snare mic. It is a very similar design to the 208, just in a third of the capsule. Or a third of the body, excuse me. This is capsule, third of the body. So super small, rejective, so it'll fit in very extremely tight areas. It sounds ridiculous flat. So the fact that you have all this rejection going on, you can still EQ, compress the snot out of it without getting this, without getting this. Man, coming soon to you. I think Oliver placed all of the guitar mics for me. Yeah. I'm just keeping it simple, man. We got a super reverb and we got a deluxe in here. I just put Royers. I'm keeping things really, really stripped down simple for this. So those are placed. And then for acoustics, because we will be acousting, I decided to use the Loudon Audio Atlantis. These are condensers. They're rad, they're great. You can switch the pad to a +10, which is a great feature, a -10, and change the polar, but in this case, I don't know what's going on in the situation because there was a lot of talk of going down live with acoustics and then overdubbing electrics. I think in this configuration, the way we're starting, it seems like we're gonna do drums, bass, electric guitar, and scratch vocal, and then maybe another song will be acoustic and then overdub for that. We'll see. And then let's go to the bass amp, just in a little locker back here. 87, already placed, B15, can't go wrong. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of cool, they just set up this little locker because this wall here is the ISO. So, just big storage space, and you got a ladder if you need one.
Hi guys, I'm Darrell Thorp. Come with me inside Studio 606 where I recorded a band, a bunch of Navy buddies at 606 Recording. Their name is Box Chevy. We recorded 3 songs start to finish using the Sound City NEVE 8028 and a Studer 24-track analog tape machine running at 15 IPS +5 over 250 nanowebers. You get to see the entire process, my miking, drums, bass, 2 guitars, acoustic guitars, no keyboards, and some vocals, then came back to my studio at One Room Recording where I mixed the song in the box. I hope you enjoy this. It's for a really good cause, a little bit of for a nonprofit thing called Vet Arts. Hope you enjoy.
Can I hear the song a little bit? And some, let's just acoustic.
Yeah. I awoke from the other side, feelings full of hurt. Had to get off to work, my clean and sturdy shirt. Sometimes I gotta say, before I get on my way, yippee-ki-yo, yippee-yay. Yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay. Dun, dun, dun.
And it's the same riff.
And then I sing the same, I scream the same lyrics.
Scream.
Or, not scream, loud. I sing
Okay.
it with power.
Okay. So a little bit of an interesting twist with you playing the drums.
That's my instrument. So I've been a drummer for my whole life, and then
Okay.
2 years ago I picked up guitar,
Okay.
and now I started Box Chevy, my band, which
Okay, so then what would be the concept of, so if you're not, so one of the other guys are playing that?
oh yeah. Derek knows all the songs.
Derek. Okay, so then if is Derek on acoustic or Derek on electric?
Electric. We can record this little acoustic part when we do acoustic songs and stuff, you know, and just hit that, I'll kick the song in, you know.
All right.
And it's all in E, so I figured it'd be a really good song to just rock. Yeah.
Okay.
He sort of showed me the jam, the E jam.
Okay.
Sounds like a good place to start, right?
Getting in the groove. That's
Given the groove.
generally how we do it. Just start plugging away and then let it go from there, you know?
You think it's okay if you not sing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna sing.
While you drum?
No singing while I'm drumming.
I you know what you should do though? I think it'll be cool. Like maybe we can approach this as the three of you guys in the band in the garage, like keeping the time on the hi-hat, not just so it sounds like you're more on a stage or on a performance than a studio recording where it's clean and proper, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's my take of it.
To just keep the
Yeah, so you're doing the da 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 da.
Yeah. Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Absolutely.
I don't know, maybe a kick here and there. I'm not sure. Let's feel it out a little bit. Should we start there?
Yeah.
Play for a minute and get your cans going. Colton and Derek, like once you play drums and bass together and then let Colton and Derek kind of get their guitar level and then you can...
Drums and bass, you saying?
Yeah, yeah. Matt,
Yes, sir.
you should count off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole intro. I'm singing the song in my head, but I'm gonna be doing the oh from the other side. And then when I do, everyone's coming in with me on the one after that snare hit.
I thought you said that was the electric guitar playing that part.
No, I do the acoustic just like I showed you in there. It's just me with a little bit of like chain gang feel, if you will.
I
from
got
the
it.
drums like this type thing.
Okay.
And then yippee-ki-yo, yippee-yay, yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay, bam, bam.
Okay. All right.
Full band.
Let's try. But you got to give yourself some sort of count off,
Okay, check.
right?
Yes.
Is James Gadsden in it?
I feel like I should just leave the kick and hi-hat thing out for now.
Totally fine.
Start this.
What I was talking about was like da 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 da. Like you should keep a count on the hat,
Okay.
because that way you'll know where you're at.
Roger that.
But you don't have to do the kick.
I like the kick. I want that in the song, if that's cool. I'm just kind of
Totally fine. Wasn't sure how stripped down you wanted it to be.
yeah. The beginning is just the acoustic, maybe some effects later, but just the acoustic and drums and like almost like shackling sound with the kick and hi-hat. Is
Okay.
what I'm going for like a,
Go
chain.
for it. I think he's overthinking this. Hey, Matt.
How's that right
Well, you're kind of overthinking it.
there? How's this?
Dude, Can we try something?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just literally. Da.
I'm just singing the lyrics in my head. The part's kind of long. Sorry, but
I think it should be so that the song is da 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 da. No, leave no kick drum. It's throwing it off. It's literally. Da, da, da,
okay.
1. Da 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 da. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Right? But you still you need a count. So the other, yeah, so, and then there's 2 ways to skin the cat, man. You could either do this intro bit to where you're singing along in your head and you can play to it, or you can just play that intro piece later.
I'd like to do that.
And this is just counted off, like da, da, bra, da, 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 da. That's the other thing to do. So you're not having to think about the whole, is that the right length? Is that the right tempo?
Yeah, I'd rather just hit it.
Okay,
Much rather.
let's try that. Gents,
Yes, sir.
rolling.
1, 2, 3. Let's start from the top, right there. Am I good to keep going?
As far as like doing a punch or something?
As just record, we're continuing to record?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You start from the top though?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on, what happened? What happened?
We had a really good feel, and it's how I want the song to start.
Oh, I
with the
see.
feel that we just
Oh,
had.
so, well, dude, if you got a good feel, the moral of the story is don't fucking stop.
Roger that. Would you mind if we do one more?
I do not mind.
All right.
Dude, that was a really fucking good take.
Thanks, man.
I'm of the school of thought of like, why are we doing this again? Because it was really good. But however, let's just do one more because
Give
why
me
not?
one more.
Rolling. Camera! That was perfect. Come listen. All right, what do you think?
Some slop on the drums. As feels a little rushy.
So,
Can
I
we
like
hear
the other one a little better though.
Can we hear the one
second to
before?
last.
yeah. Okay, dude, see, now you're gonna know, I'm just gonna say this. Now you understand when I say, why do we need to do another take? You understand why, no, but on a serious note. I was originally thinking that the beginning of that started too slow, but then listening back to it after the other one, I'm like, oh my God, maybe that's too fast.
Yeah. And
That feels great.
And there's going to be the acoustic intro right into that, so I think
Correct.
that's a
Okay, so it
beautiful
should be a little
transition.
drudgier. All right. So to me, the only thing that I've heard bad was that one fill into the.
I mean, there's also a lot of like misdynamics with the fill, as in like one hit is way too light and the next one, boom. You know what I mean? So
And, well,
within the
it's-
fill, you don't hear tat 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 tat. You hear
Exactly.
Sometimes
exactly.
that happens.
So this is what we should do. Let me see if I can fix this fill by dropping in another.
It's pretty long fill too.
That's fine.
Even just a straight beat without a fill would be fine.